Yeah, so you definitely want to work, not just with any respiratory therapist. It's very true. You want to work with a respiratory therapist, but you don't want to work with just any respiratory therapist. You want to work with somebody who is proficient, who's good in pulmonary rehabilitation. Not just educated on their books on, incentive spirometry, pulse oximetry, and things like that. You want to make sure that the facility has the proper people. A respiratory therapist should be designated for you if you have breathing problems. A nurse should be designated when you have to heal something like a limb or something like that, or a scar, not a scar, but like a wound or something like that. So let's say you pick one versus another. It's a very good question. Let's say you pick one, and you want to know if it's a legit program, like a legitimate program. First off, okay, when you talk to everybody, do they talk to you like an average person would, or are they actually, taking to account everything that you're going through and putting that into, documentation, consulting with a doctor? That's a facility that's trying their best to do the best they can with their patient. You want to talk to the staff. You want to look at outcomes. You always want to look at outcomes. Everyone here knows that our outcome based on a improvement with lung functions, weaning off oxygen, the ability to walk further. Our numbers are at 98.7% successful, when the national average is 11% successful. In a good program, you always want to do your research. Let's say you chose one program and you go in and they just jump you onto a treadmill. You can't breathe worth anything, let's say, and they put you on a treadmill or on a bike. But they're not focusing on your respiratory problem, they're just focusing on your exercise. Well, I can't breathe very well. So you put me on that bike, you put me on that treadmill, I'm not going to do very well. And as soon as your oxygen sats drop, they stop you and say, all right, that's it. We'll try next time. Bad program to be at. Because they should be educating you on what your disease is, how do you handle it when situations get worse, what types of medications you currently take. Let me talk to you every week. Let me talk to you at least once a month, about how you're performing. If they're not doing anything like that, they're not being, active with you. They're treating you as a number, not treating you as a person. You don't want to work with just any respiratory therapist. You want to work with somebody who is proficient, who's good in pulmonary rehabilitation. Not just educated on their books on, incentive spirometry, pulse oximetry, and things like that.